let's see. I am live. I'm live on, let's see, I am live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. All right. So, hello, Instagram. All right. So, I wanted to come on tonight. Hello, everybody. I wanted to come on tonight and I wanted to do a video. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Anita. Hello. Tabitha. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. So I wanted to come on tonight and I want to do a video. My big question mark is, why aren't you applying for grants? So that's the big question mark. And if you can just comment that in the chat, I would like to know. I would like to know that what answer to your question as far as why aren't you applying for grants. Hello, everyone. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, Charlene. So I'm on like 3 different platforms. So I'm like looking at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But that's the big question. Why aren't you applying for grants? So there is a lot of funding out right now just specifically for small businesses. Of course, there's money out there for nonprofits. There's always going to be money for nonprofits. But the month of March, there is a lot of money out. One of the things that we're doing, Women in Power is doing, is a grant writing Wednesday challenge. So the grant writing Wednesday challenge is where I challenge you every single Wednesday to write at least one grant or look for a grant. Some people may not be there where they can actually write a grant. But even if you just look for a grant, on that Wednesday, that will get you in the mode of actually, writing a grant. So one of the things that I want to also talk about, in addition to, if you all can put your answers into the chat of why you aren't applying for grants. But I also wanted to talk about a very important announcement that is happening next week. So next week is March the 21st, y'all. That is going to be my last grant writing class that is going to be live. So when I say my last class, I mean, okay, me hosting it anyway, because of course people do book me for grant writing classes and stuff like that, right? But as far as me hosting the actual class, that's going to be my last one. So if you have never, ever taken a class from me, if you've never ever taken a grant writing class from me, you definitely want to sign up because after that, I will be launching my grant writing course. So I highly encourage you all, if you want to learn how to write grants for your business. I also have a class for my nonprofit organizations. But if you are a small business and you want to learn how to write grants for your small business, make sure you sign up. If you're on Instagram, the link is actually in my bio. If you are on Facebook, I will post that link for you all. Hi, Katrina. I will post that link for you all. But because there is so much money out there, I want you all to be applying for that. But I also, one thing that I do in my class is that I actually go through an actual grant proposal. So on that grant proposal, we actually go through the grant step by step, because I'm learning some people are step by step. They need step by step direction on how to apply for different grants, right? So that's one of the things I offer in my class, is how to step by step how to apply for an actual grant. So if you are a for-profit, I have a class for you next week. That's my last live class. If you are a member, of course, you'll have access to grant writing classes every single month, because that's what we do, right? As a member of Women in Power. But if you are a nonprofit, I also have a class for you as well. That class is the week after next. But next week is the last grant writing class that I'm going to be doing live. And why is this so important? Because in live classes, you're able to ask as many questions as you want. Like if you have any questions for me as it pertains to grant writing, you can get those questions answered, okay? So that's very important. But nobody has posted the answer of why you all have not started applying for grants for your business. So if you all can just post that, and maybe you have it on Instagram. I'm sorry, because I can't see my chat. Okay, so someone said forever TK Keeper still learning how. Okay. Someone said don't know how. Hello. Time consuming. That's a good one. Feel like a maze. Okay, someone said complicated. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Okay, that's a good one. Don't know how to apply for them or write them out. Um, I was told they are very specific and they require specific responses. They do, but it's not time consuming. So I'm gonna bust that one right now. So it's not time consuming. If you gave me the choice to write a for-profit grant or a non-profit grant, the one that I would write is going to be the for-profit. And why is that? Because it's less time consuming, actually. The easiest grant to write is a for-profit grant. So another thing I do want to say on top of that is I show you in my grant writing classes how to use AI to write those grants. So you're going to learn those strategies. You're going to learn those prompts. You're going to learn how you can word it to where it doesn't even sound like AI. We use certain tools and softwares that are free that will show you how to write those grants. So someone said they don't know where to start. Sometimes it's just starting. One thing about me is that I just start. Sometimes, well, now I'm not going to say now, but I've been in business over 10 years. So one of the things that I have learned over the past 10 years is that sometimes you do have to research. So I have learned to research things before doing things, because in the past I'll just do it. I'll just jump out there. And that's one of the reasons people say I know like a lot when it comes down to business, because I fail sometimes. And when I fail, I learn from that. So I don't mind failing, at something, especially if it's pertaining to business, because guess what? Now I know the information to help you in your business, to help you, become successful in whatever it is, even if it's grant writing, government contracting, business credit, whatever. But that's one of the things that I have done in the past, is just jump out there. So I highly encourage you to, of course, do your research before doing anything as it pertains to business, whether it's marketing, whether it's grant writing or whatever. One of the things you won't find though for free on the internet is how to write a grant. Like that's one thing I have, tried to research over 10 years ago, and it's just not something that's out there where people just give out the information for free step by step. So what I have done in the past, I think it was over 5 years ago, is I invested into courses as well. And once I learned how to do something successful, which I have became successful with grant writing, I push that information out to other small businesses. So someone said, new to startup, used up all of my personal resources and simply exhausted, but will never give up. Yeah, never give up. This is why I am here now. Yes, never give up on what God has called you to do, because God has called us to something, and it may not be entrepreneurship, but if it is, I would definitely advise never to give up. What grants to apply for in California? So one of the things I do, and one of the things I do teach you in my grant writing class is where to search to look for grants locally as well. I do teach you that information. There are grants on local levels. I teach that as well. I teach you how to find those grants. A lot of the grants that are out there now are on national levels. So sometimes it's not going to be, on that local level, but sometimes it's going to be on, or it may be both. It may be on the local level, maybe on the national level. But the grants that are out there now, like $10,000 grants, $20,000 grants, those particular grants that I see are on the national level. So someone said they're trying to open a beauty school. So one of the things I would say is for startups. So most of the grants out there, y'all, are for startups. I'm going to say that. Most of them are going to be for startups, only because when I look at some of those grants, they're not for like businesses like me, like been in business for like 10 years, or whatever. So I do highly encourage startups to apply. So if you're a startup, I highly encourage you to apply for grants. Anyone else? Somebody said they don't have a business. So You don't actually have to have a business. It's actually grants out there for teachers. I posted those grants before, right, y'all? I don't know if y'all remember, but I posted grants for teachers. I posted grants. Like, it's so many grants out there, y'all. It's mind blowing. When I tell you, because recently, I'm gonna share something personal with you all because I haven't shared it with a lot of people. I think the only people that know about what I'm about to share is my members of my organization, because we pray together and stuff like that, so they know. But recently, my mother was in an accident, but it paralyzed her. So one of the things that I'm learning is that there are grants out there for that. It's grants out there for people who are disabled. So I'm gonna let that sink in. So it's, you just don't have to have a business. There are grants out there if for pretty much anything. There's grants out there for pretty much anything, y'all. So it's crazy, but it's just, you, even if you thinking, okay, it's just the business side of it, right? It's just grants for businesses. Yes, it's grants for businesses, but it's grants for things that you may not even think about. Okay, is it a startup? Is startup brand new or under 5? So startups is under 5 years. And thank you for that as well. But yeah, God is good. God is a healer. So one thing about me, I believe in the Lord and the power of what He can and what He will do. So yeah, when I hear bad things happening, or even in my family, I just go to God and pray. Because sometimes it's a test for pretty much, everyone. You thinking it's just for that person, but God could be testing you in the process as well. So someone said they also have grants specifically for women also. Yes, they do. It's a lot of grants just specifically for women. Yeah. All right. So I want to get a grant to do a community fashion show. So that's a great one. So one of the things you want to get the Lord's Helper Boutique is you want to get sponsorships. So it's a difference between grants and it's a difference between sponsorships. So you can get sponsorships for that fashion show. And what I'm going to do in the future, I'm going to be talking about sponsorships. Once I master something, y'all, I share it. I have gotten sponsorships before, and I had also gave a revelation of what God showed me on how you can get sponsorships. But it's all about relationship building, but you also want to go directly to who you bank with for that. But you definitely can get sponsorships if you have events. It takes work to do it, but you definitely can get sponsorships for your events. Home remodels, yes. So one of the programs in Georgia, I think this is in Charlotte. I think it's some in Charlotte too now. I think a lot of people in Charlotte don't know about grants for like home remodeling and stuff like that, but there is money out there for that. But a lot of times those programs are going to be through your county. Yes, if you wrote a question earlier, please rewrite it, because I think what happened was my chat is kind of going too fast. But yeah, please rewrite that. And then I also want to say that I don't know if y'all know about my giveaway that I'm doing, but I'm doing a giveaway, y'all. I'm doing a monthly giveaway that is exclusive to my subscribers and supporter. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, definitely do that. Like I was telling people come to me all the time, right? They come to me and say, hey, I want you to write me a grant for my organization, but I don't offer that service only because it's time consuming. But what I will do, and what I am doing currently, I am doing a giveaway for a nonprofit or a small business, but it's only exclusive to my supporters and my subscribers. So I'm giving away one small business or one nonprofit. I'm giving away my services to write a full grant proposal for you. You just have to become a subscriber. But yes, write your question over for me. And I'm going to scroll down and see if I can find it. All right. So let's see. Yeah. So Latia, look, I think that's how you pronounce Miss Henry. That's what I'm going to say, Miss Henry. So that's what happened to my mother The same thing happened to your mom happened to my mother. The same thing happened to my mom happened to your mother, Miss Henry. So basically, in the hospital that she was at, though, they gave the resources for grants too. So they gave the resources for grants to get her, a van, gave her for, it's $10,000, $10,000 grant. But I can also share that if you inbox me, I can show you that organization because they're still out there. But it's up to $10,000. You can use it for a van. You can use it for like caregiving and stuff like that. But also, I was like, if this grant out here, I know it's a whole bunch of other grants out here specifically for her condition. So I researched it, and of course, it was a long list of organizations who specifically cater to individuals with spinal cord injuries. So yeah, the same condition. I just don't know how to pronounce what you just said. How about weekends, retreats for inner healing or for 90 days? Yes. So sponsorships, that's what you call a sponsorship. It's called a sponsorship. So one of the things that Women in Power is doing in 2024, we're actually doing sponsorships. We're giving away sponsorships. So one of the things, and the reason why people do sponsorships, and the reason why, Women in Power, of course, I just want to do it, but also word of mouth is the number one marketing strategy. So, yeah, sponsorships. I know someone now, she's having a retreat, and I told her I want to sponsor it. She's having a retreat next year. So, and that's what we're doing in 2024. I care for my mother who is disabled with dementia. So there may be even grants out there for you and your mother for just dementia. You just have to Google it and see. I'm pretty sure it is. It's grants because one of the things that you have to understand when people start opening up nonprofits, right? A lot of times they're opening these nonprofits because they either went through something and they want to help somebody else, right? So with that being said, you definitely want to research that because there's funding out there for you on the personal level as well. So once again, you definitely want to sign up for my grant writing class. The link is in my bio, March the 21st, 7:15 Eastern time, which is next week, y'all, on a Thursday. That's the first thing. The second thing, if you want to enter into the giveaway, make sure you sign up as a supporter / subscriber. But yeah, and then remember, that's my last class that I'm doing. So next week is the last live class. Of course, I'm going to be doing other classes for like I do the Women Business Center. That's in Georgia. So if you're in Georgia, you can definitely sign up for those. Those are actually free. I don't know when they're having their next one, but my last one that I'm going to be hosting is going to be March the 21st. That's going to be the live one. I'm still going to have the information available for you all as in a course, but I have not launched that course yet. I just want to let y'all know you will still have access, but the live, you definitely want to be on the live ones because I'm able to answer questions live. Definitely let's connect. I have a small business, but I don't know where to start looking for grants. So yes, so one of the things I talk about into my grant writing class, I actually show you specifically where to look for grants for your business. Someone said Google SBA grants for your industry. Okay, so I do want to say SBA do not have a grant out. So if you all are applying or sending money for SBA grant, that is a scam. And the reason I know this is because one of the things that Women in Power has done, we had the SBA come out. We had them come out and speak to us. One of the benefits of being a member of Women in Power is that we have these federal organizations come out and speak directly to the women. And when they come out and speak to them, they tell you specifically what is happening. The SBA do not have any grants out. There is a whole group on Facebook. It's called SBA grants. They do not have a grant out. They have a Thrive program out though, which helps you with business development because one of my members is actually doing it. But SBA do not have a grant out, okay? Do not send no money out because they're asking for money. Do not send a money out to get a grant. That is a scam. I'm glad that you brought that up because I wanted to address, because they are out here scamming people. And make sure, if you do not send, first of all, I don't ask for money on inbox, right? So don't send nobody no money on inbox either. Okay, because I have a blue check mark on mine. So please do not send no money on Messenger, please. SBA do not have grants. The only thing that SBA offer is their lending programs. SBA offer lending. They don't offer grants. And even when y'all did the PPP, that was a loan that was forgiven, right? That was a loan it wasn't even a grant, because you still had to pay it back or you got it forgiven for the PPP. But what I'm saying is SBA do not offer grants. They offer lending programs. The lending programs, they don't even give money directly to you. The lending programs utilizing banks. Truist is one of them, preferred. But they do not give out, they do not give out grants. So if you see an SBA, please relay this information to your friends, family who's maybe trying to scam. Do not give money for the SBA quote unquote grant, because it's non-existent. It's a non-existing program. Okay, and the reason I know this is because we had the SBA come directly to Women in Power last month in February. She came to our meeting for business lending, and she said directly out of her mouth, she was like, we don't have grants for the SBA. We have lending programs. So don't send out your money for that. Okay, those are scams. But make sure you sign up for my grant writing class next week. If you are a small business, if you are a nonprofit, the links are in my bio to sign up. I think that's all I have for you all. Let's see. I think that's it. Did y'all have any other questions before I get off? Let's see. I think that was it. What time are you going live? So my lives are not scheduled. Like, I just come on live when God tells me to, or if I feel in my spirit to go live, I just go live. So I don't have scheduled lives like some people have, like they go live every morning or whatever. I don't. Normally, if I had to give you a time though, normally I go live early morning. So early morning is like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, or like around this time. All right. So that is it, y'all. If you want to enter into the giveaway, make sure you enter into the giveaway. I think right now we have about 50 people who are entered into the giveaway, so it's still time. I will be announcing the winner for the giveaway at the end of March. So the giveaway is exclusive to my supporters, subscribers. No one can even pay me for this service. People have tried to pay me for the service, and I don't take the money because I normally do not offer this service to anyone but Women in Power. So I write grants, of course, for Women in Power, but I don't offer the service. But I'm only offering it to my supporters and my subscribers on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can enter into the giveaway to get a full grant proposal written for your business or your nonprofit. What time is it where you're at? Because I'm in Detroit. So it is 8:12. It's 8:12. I'm on Eastern time. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm in North Carolina. So glad you mentioned it. I couldn't get signed up last time. Yeah, but I do want to say, Cindy, next week is my last live class. Okay. Outside of other people booking me hosting my own classes every month. I don't know if y'all know I host monthly grant writing classes, but March is my last one. So make sure y'all sign up. Someone said they're in Alaska. Awesome. Yeah, God is calling us to greater things, and what we want to do is stay listening for his voice. That's number one, and being obedient to his voice. That's like really, really, really important. Really important. Even in, I mean, it's so important now though, because the enemy is busy, but he gets no credit. Okay. Because God is good. Okay. So the links for my grant writing classes, even if you're on YouTube, is in my it's in my link in the it's in my bio. So if you go on my bio on Instagram, the link is there. Thank you, Miss Henry. And I'm going to give you the good news. Make sure you inbox me so I can send you that link to that grant. Um, but yes, the link is in my bio if you want to come out to my grant writing class. Even for YouTube, I have the link is in my description on YouTube. So it should be like a link on there for YouTube on YouTube. All right, but it was great chatting with you all. Make sure you don't miss out on the class. That's number one. And make sure you all are supporting and subscribe to my Instagram for the giveaway. So the link in my bio does say women empower, but the link is going to be, it's a virtual class. So it is a virtual grant writing class. So it's not in person. You can have me come out and speak. I'll actually come out and speak at a class. If you're interested in that, I'll definitely come in person. So I do those engagements. But like I said, like as far as me hosting a monthly class, March is the last one. But the link is in my bio. It's a Linktree link, and it will say it's actually the first link to sign up for the class. Hopefully that helped you all.